38-year-old Usha Vance entered the national spotlight when she introduced her husband, JD Vance, at the Republican National Convention.
I met JD in law school when he was fresh out of Ohio State.
The daughter of Indian immigrants, Usha Vance was born in California and raised Hindu. She and Vance married in an interfaith ceremony in 2014.
I grew up in San Diego, in a middle-class community, with two loving parents, both immigrants from India.
Usha Vance's parents are academics, as is her great-aunt, a physics professor in India, where there is a lot of pride in Usha Vance's accomplishments.
I felt very proud of the situation because from my family, such a great intellectual has risen means it is something.
Her former law firm Profile says Usha Vance participated in a media freedom access clinic at Yale. She also worked at an Iraqi assistance refugee project there. She clerked for both Supreme Court Justice John Roberts and for Justice Brett Kavanaugh when he was at the Court of Appeals.
The reunions.
Anita McBride, who once served as First Lady Laura Bush's chief of staff, says people who know Usha Vance speak highly of her.
Super smart, very collegial, got along with everyone, and just is a hard worker and a nice person. And you want to hear things like that about people that are maybe in public life. You know, I think it says something about their character, that they're well liked.
Usha Vance's status as the child of immigrants could help voters from marginalized groups see her husband in a new light.
He adapted to my vegetarian diet and learned to cook food from my mother, Indian food.
She's validating and serves as a validator for him with potentially different communities who might not think that JD Vance would understand them or perhaps support or advocate for them.
What can the mother of three expect now that she's been thrust into the national spotlight?
Really picking apart your background, your heritage, your education, the jobs that you've chosen. It's all now fair game.
JD Vance says his wife is, quote, not a very political person. She is out on the campaign trail with him. Mrs. Vance resigned from her law firm when her husband became Donald Trump's running mate.
And when we win, you can hold us to that promise.
Dora, Mekouar, VOA News, Washington.